Hi, I'm Alicia from the vlog Homemade Homestead. So when I first started this homesteading adventure, I had grand thoughts of owning lots of land, many acres, and growing all of our own fruits and veggies and livestock, visions of wide open spaces full of prairie grasslands and, maybe even owning a horse. But here we are in Ohio, where there aren't many, grassy plains and lots of land full of prairie grass that you can see for miles and miles. And where we're at, there aren't many horses either. So my husband and I currently live in a small town with, I believe, about 1,100 people or so. And we live on a property that's just a little over a quarter of an acre. So we still have lots of dreams of owning land and growing all of our own food and raising livestock, but we know that God has a purpose for us being in the town that we are in currently. So since we don't have a lot of land, we have had to become creative in finding different ways to grow all the food that we need. So if you are like us and you have minimal space but you want to start growing your own food or become a homesteader, then stick around and I will show you 6 different ways to maximize your gardening space. The first idea is to grow vertically. Instead of taking up more space in your garden, try growing items vertically. A trellis system can grow cucumbers, beans, peas, and a variety of other vining veggies. My husband and I repurposed some old barn ladders into a trellis to grow pole beans. We also have used cattle panels and built a teepee trellis to grow upwards. All of them have proved to be quite successful, providing an excellent yield without taking up too much room in our garden. You can check out the blog at homemadehomestead.com for a variety of tutorials and how-tos to learn how to add a vertical growing system to your space. Number 2, container gardening. Instead of expanding your in-ground garden, try adding pots and containers on your deck or around your patio. Not only will they add a beautiful touch to your landscaping, but they will feed your family. Talk about multi-purpose. Matt and I added a variety of pots and planters to our deck over the last couple of years. We've got lavender growing around the stairs, a deck railing planter with a variety of lettuce, a green stalk vertical planter, which is new this year, and some cedar elevated garden beds that hold plenty of our medicinal herbs. Number 3, use all of your space. Your garden doesn't have to be limited to your backyard. Herbs such as yarrow, calendula, and echinacea create beautiful flowers that add curb appeal to your home. And when those herbs are ready to harvest, simply clip their blooms, dry them, and you'll have natural medicine that you can use to keep your family healthy during the winter months. Number 4, grow plants indoors. Indoor plants don't have to be limited to those decorative succulents or culinary herbs. One year my mom and I grew miniature tomato plants on our kitchen windowsill. What a delight it was to have fresh tomatoes in the dead of winter. All you really need to grow plants indoors is a few small pots and a good sunny window. Number 5, rent a garden plot. If you don't have enough room on your property to grow all of the food you need, why not rent or borrow land from a neighbor or a friend? You can even join a community garden. I read a story, I think from Joel Salatin, I believe, about a woman who used a friend's property to garden. She grew so much that she ended up making a profit by selling the excess. Our garden space isn't large enough to grow all the food we need, So if you look at the video that's playing right now, you'll see that my parents graciously allowed us to garden on their land to grow all sorts of things. Number 6. Succession planting. When your lettuce plants are waning, or your dill has gone to seed, or your cilantro has bolted, it's time to start up new seeds. Towards the end of the tomato season, plant some cold hardy plants such as kale or Swiss chard or even tatsoi to replace the tomatoes. The idea of succession planting is to keep a steady flow of fresh veggies as long as the weather allows. There are countless ways to maximize your garden space. You just have to get creative. For more gardening and homesteading tips, be sure to visit the blog at homemadehomestead.com. Have a great week, guys.